Well, good morning. My name is Willie Lawson, and this is the Morning Report. The Morning Report is a production of fightbackmedia.com, 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 and fightbackmediatv.com. I trust that you are well today. It is Friday, Friday. You made it to Friday. Congratulations, you made it to Friday. Not everybody did, and sometimes that's a hard reality to face. There are people who got up on Monday morning, had plans for this morning, it didn't happen. I know that's not the happiest thing that I've ever said, but it's one of the more true. Somebody who woke up on Monday full of piss and vinegar, waiting, raring to go, and this morning did not wake up. But you woke up. You have an opportunity to do something special. You have the opportunity to be a victor and not a victim. And what we're going to talk about this morning is you should not enter yourself in the victim Olympics. We're going to play a clip that my friend Paul Swanson sent me of Target's diversity. What is that? The DIE, the blah, 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 and inclusion chief Kiera Fernandez being interviewed by somebody on Essence Television, basically saying that the hardest thing to be in the world is black. And if you're a black woman, you have won. You have won. Ding, ding, ding. You won the victim Olympics. You have won. I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you why they want to do this. I'm going to tell you how they're doing it, and I want to tell you how you're buying into it. I'm going to tell you how you're buying into it. All right, here's the clip.
One of the hardest things to be in the world every day is black. One of the hardest things to be in the world every day is a woman. So when you intersect those two things, you could easily identify differently if you wanted to, for protect, whatever, right? I'm not judging anybody, but I know who I see every time I look in the mirror.
Well, you saw that the DEI, the diversity and I don't know and inclusion person from Target is pretty sure that the hardest thing to be in the world right now is a black woman. The only problem is if that's the truth, then they're doing a horrific job. I mean, when you have DEI everywhere and ESG everywhere, I mean everywhere, then they're doing a pretty crappy job. If she can say this so nonchalantly that the hardest thing to be, one of the hardest things to be in the world is black, and also one of the hardest things to be in the world is a woman. I disagree, though. I disagree. I think one of the hardest things to be in the world right now is not stupid. I think one of the most difficult things to be in the world right now is not stupid. Looking at the ability to look at situations as they are, and bring in nuance and context and facts. Because if you look at people who are going to college, women are going to college in much larger numbers than men are, much larger, and they're graduating much larger numbers than men are. So it would seem like, well, in that aspect, it doesn't seem like things are harder. It seems like things are either easier or the same. Um, we still have laws and quotas that favor Black people for jobs and college entrances, where we don't have laws that favor white men. We don't. So I'm really not sure where all of this is coming from, except that if I can convince you that you are oppressed, like this woman who's sitting on the couch nodding, yep, that's true. That's true. If I can convince you of that, I have a really good shot and making you to believe some other fairy tales as well. The other fairy tale is that I'm here to help you. That if you just go along with my program, the thing that I put, the things that I put out and produce, then things will be better for you, even if in actuality they are not. Because I'm going to tell you they are. I'm going to tell you that pushing down other people is the best way of pushing yourself up, and you're going to believe it because that's equity. That's the word. This DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. The equity part means that we don't have equality. Please stop thinking equality. No, 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 no. Because equality means that we all have the same starting point. So if you have a race, everybody gets to start at the starting line, and everybody gets to start at the same time. And what happens along that race is what happens. Equity is that somebody comes up with some sort of narrative that some people should be closer to the finish line and some people should be further from the start line, or some people need to be able to get started faster. Inclusion means that some people need to be included who don't have any, never thought about being included in this. It's like girls who are getting involved in technology. The reason a lot of girls didn't get into technology STEM programs is because they didn't want to. They didn't want to. Well, the idea that STEM programs needed DEI is foolish because girls didn't want to. They just didn't want to. They could. And we see plenty of girls involved in STEM programs, but that's the inclusion part. Why? Because somebody had to make young girls feel like somehow they were being oppressed. They were being pushed aside on purpose. And they were being pushed aside by white males, like their dads. It's about somebody else being able to control the narrative. And it's all about that. It's all about that. This woman who is pushing this narrative that the most oppressed person in the world is a Black woman. If she can convince other Black women that's the case, then she can make sure that Black women don't ever achieve. And if they do achieve, it's only because there were special circumstances made for her, which is again back to the bigotry of low expectations. Ladies and gentlemen, choose to be a victor or not a victim. Again, the hardest thing to be in today's world is a thinking person. And I know you find that to be the truth. All right, we got to get out of here and get to work. We're off to work today. So anyway, in any case, I trust that you are well. So again, the Morning Report is a production of fightbackmedia.com, 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 and fightbackmediatv.com. So until we see you again, go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, y'all take care of yourself. We'll see you when we see you. Bye-bye now.